Okay, so I managed to come back out here today, and what I did was I clamped my rocker exactly where I want it to weld it. I clamped everything and lined it all up where I needed it, made sure it was perfect, and then I don't have a flange tool, hole punch flange tool. I wish I did, but I used my spot weld drill bit, and I drilled out where I'm going to put my spot welds all the way across the bottom, up the sides. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my rocker panel and I'm going to clean up underneath the back side of this panel and the inner rocker where I'm attaching this to. I'm going to clean it up so I can weld through it. I'm not going to weld through the epoxy, so I'm going to take probably my little bristle disc and just clean up those little areas, and then I'm going to hit them with weld through primer, and then I'm going to be welding them and we'll get her on there. When I do my weld through primer, I don't like wiping anything off with thinner or anything to make it easier to weld, because then what's the purpose of putting the weld through primer on? Weld through primer is designed to be welded through. The zinc inside of the weld primer melts in with your weld and helps, it penetrates in the metal, and that's where the corrosion protection comes in with weld through primer. So I don't care how much it spits and spatters, just got to learn to deal with it, because without it you might as well not even put it on there. You're wasting $20 a can or so on weld through primer and you're not even really using it. But let me take this rocker off and clean up those welds and see if I can turn you back on. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be out here. Okay guys, so I got where I'm welding, cleaning up. That's all I clean up. There's really small little areas around exactly where my weld's going to be. I do that on both sides of the panel, and just a little bit around the edges where I'm going to be doing my butt welds. And I'm going to give her a coat of weld through primer here. Make sure you shake your can up real good. That's one thing a lot of guys don't ever do when they use RattleCAD products. They just go, and you know what I mean? You gotta shake that shit. You don't know how long that's been sitting. It settles to the bottom, just like in a regular paint can. That's why they make paint shakers. And that's why it says in these cans at least a minute you're supposed to shake them for. I've been shaking this for a while now. If I know I'm going to use it, I just shake the shit out of them. But light coats will do you when you are doing weld through. You don't have to go crazy with weld through primer. The thicker it is, the harder it is to weld to it. So I just like doing thin little coats. And this stuff's expensive, so I don't know why you'd want to waste it. Okay, there's that one. Now what I gotta do is I gotta do my repair panel. So I'll set you up here on something. Let me turn the front screen on. Yeah. I don't know how much you can or can't see, but I'm just spraying my weld areas just the same as you just saw, except I'm doing it on here now. I spray it on both sides, that way when it penetrates in with the weld I know I got her good. And there she be. Ready to be welded. Got the weld through primer all over the place, right where I'm going to be doing my welding. I got my welder ready, but I just noticed somebody just woke up. So I don't know if I'm going to get to welding, but I did get a bunch of shit done today, which makes me happy. And who knows, maybe I'll luck out and at least get 1 or 2 spot welds in. I don't know. Okay guys, I'm welded. I got all my spot welds done. The little ones that you see next to it are where my self-tapping screws were. That's how I hold my panels together on those kinds. I got my butt weld done there. I got my butt weld done there. Spot welds all the way around. Down here on the lip I just used my vice grips to hold them together. Up here you can't really do it. But I got my rocker welded in. Still got the cab corner to go. But at least that's all in and solid. Yes sir. But I gotta go in the house. I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready for Scranton, bud. I don't know how exciting it's gonna be. Probably not very exciting at all. But we'll see what we can get. I might get a song or two of my buddy performing. He said he was sick last week and his voice isn't up to par today, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure he'll pull it off and I'm sure we'll get dickered. But yeah, talk to you guys later.